welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be on the new Fenty Beauty line. I was so fortunate to get sent some things from the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna collection. Ever since hearing about the Fenty Beauty collection that she was gonna do, I was just like, I'm like a sucker. I love Rihanna. I mean, who doesn't? I think she's such an amazing artist, and I'm just like,
everything she touches turns to gold.
High hopes, high freaking hopes. And I also picked up some more products to try out for you guys here on camera because it's sold exclusively at Sephora. And just to let you know, no, this video is not sponsored, but I have been gifted the products. So without further ado, let's get it on the face. First thing I'm gonna try out is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filler Instant Retouch Primer. And you get 32 ml. On the side right here it says smooth pore diffusing finish extended makeup wear. So it is just supposed to be a primer that is smoothing and pore diffusing. A bit mattifying, I guess. It also says soft matte up here. I love the packaging. It feels so heavy and so luxurious. It is a glass frosted bottle, which I think is so luxurious. I love this beigey, rosy kind of color. You can just feel there's
there's some goodies in here.
And it comes with a pump as well. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to use. Oh my god, maybe that's too much. Ah, it smells lovely. It feels very silky and very smooth. Some mattifying primers, they feel really silicone-ish because they're silicone based, and I really hate that feeling on the skin. But this one feels a bit more like a serum, like skincare-ish. It gives a really nice tacky base, which is what I want from my primer, because that means that the foundation or whatever I'm gonna use afterwards will stick on so much better. What I absolutely love about the primer is that already now, before applying my foundation, my skin already looks much better. It looks as if I've got a filter on, actually. Of course, we've got the foundation as well to try. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filler Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Me personally, I've got kind of like a normal to dry skin type, so normally I would never go for a matte foundation, but hopefully this is gonna turn me to the dark side and make me go like, oh, I can wear it matte. And this one is in the shade 290, and as far as I could read and see, it is a bit more of an olivey yellow undertone, and hopefully it's gonna match in color. And oh my god, I just got so scared that I didn't get the sponge in the box because it feels so light. I'm so stupid. But I also got the Fenty Beauty Precision Makeup Sponge to apply the foundation. The sponge looks like this. As you can see, it's got a flat side right here, and then it's kind of like cut off at the edge right here, which I like because that means that you can work into smaller areas around your nose, under the eyes. It says in the back that it's precise, versatile, expert blending for all formulas. And it also says that you can use it damp for buildable coverage or dry for full coverage. Because I'm used to using my beauty blenders wet, I'm probably gonna be doing that because I want to build up the foundation nice and easy.
Slow and steady wins the race.
So I'm definitely gonna be wetting this sponge in a moment, but this is how it looks when it's dry. And here's the size of the sponge when you've wetted it, and as you can see, it has kind of like doubled in size. It feels very squishy and as if it's ready to apply some makeup. So without further ado, let's get the foundation on. And I think I'm gonna be dividing my face into two sections, and on this side I'm gonna be using the sponge, and on the other side I'm going to be using a brush just to see if there's any difference in application. And some further info about the foundation. It says here on this side that it's a medium to full coverage for all. It is longwear and light as air. Even though I do like my medium to full coverage, which sounds really good by the way, I don't like the heavy feeling of foundations on my skin. I don't want to feel as if I've got a mask on. Once again, I'm a tiny bit afraid of the matte kind of finish, but we'll have to wait and see how it works on my skin. It looks like this. Once again, this frosty glass bottle, which I think looks so luxurious. It comes with a pump as well, really nice, and you get 32 ml in this foundation, which is actually 2 ml more than in a regular normal foundation. And it says that I'm supposed to shake the foundation well before using it, so we're gonna do that. I just applied some on the back of my hand right there. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a really nice texture, and I've also applied some on my side right here. I'm gonna be using this one, the sponge, to blend it out. So far the color seems to match pretty well. Let's try to blend it in and see how it works with the beauty blender. Beauty blender? What the? I I'm way too used to saying beauty blender because I use it all the time, but it is the Precision Makeup Sponge.
God damn it.
Ooh, perfect match, guys. Perfect match. Do you guys see that? How perfect it... Ooh! This is probably one of the easiest foundation applications I've ever tried in my entire life.
I'm kind of dying right now.
And so far, I think the foundation color matches me pretty well with my tan. As far as I've heard, it is supposed to oxidize a tiny bit when you apply it, so we'll just have to wait and see if it really changes a lot of color, if it goes really, really dark. But so far, I think the color matches me perfectly. It just dries in instantly. It feels lovely. Honestly, it feels so nice. But let's stop the babble and try to apply on the other side as well with a brush. I'm gonna be using my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Face and Touch-Up brush, and this is synthetic hair. Got some out on the back of my hand, and let's try to apply. Oh my god, it still looks amazing. I feel like that when you use a brush like this one, for example, even though it is synthetic hair, you don't have to use as much product as with this side because the sponge does soak up a tiny bit of product. So use a little less product when you work with a brush. That's my advice. As you can see, I've got a tiny bit of leftover from the, or actually a lot of leftover thing from the foundation. Finish wise, I feel like that it's the same. It was once again really easy to blend in and it takes no time to blend. I'm so speechless, and I've actually been using a tiny bit underneath the eyes as well, and it seems to work nice under there if you're not into wearing concealers and so on, or if you're just in a hurry and you haven't got time to wear concealer or apply concealer. Here's the foundation up close. As you can see, there isn't really the big difference from the sponge side to the brush side. So the great thing about this foundation is that you can apply it in so many different ways. I don't see that it settles into any pores or any dry patches on my skin. To me, it doesn't look that matte. It still looks very natural and very fresh. And the three last products that I'm gonna be using on my skin is gonna be the Invisimatte Blotting Powder right here, which is kind of like a setting powder, and also the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter, and this one is in the shade Trophy White, the one that everybody has been talking about, the goldy one. And also a brush to apply the both the powder, I guess, but also the highlighter. 120 Cheek Hugging Highlight Brush. Packaging is impeccable. I love it. It looks so sleek and so beautiful. This is the brush. It feels amazing and so soft, and it is kind of like angled, as you can see. Really nice. It actually looks a tiny bit like the Real Techniques brushes, and on the side it says Custom Cheek Hugging Shape Effortless Glow. And I guess it is mostly made for you to use as a highlighting brush, but as I said, because of the shape of it, you can also use it to settle your concealers or whatever kind of powder you use. First, I'm gonna be using the Invisimatte Blotting Powder, and this is in the shade Universal. One shade fits all. Here's the packaging, really beautiful. This is kind of like a pinky white color that it's got, and when you turn it in the lights, it's got these pink speckles in there. Here's the powder. As you can see, this kind of like milky, pinky, whitish color. And it comes with a little sponge. And once again, I'm gonna be dividing my face into two sections, and I'm gonna be using this spongy kind of thing on this side, and then the brush on the other side. Texture-wise, it feels so smooth, and it doesn't give off too much powder, if you get what I mean. So I don't think that it's gonna give that really powdery effect to the skin. Gonna be using this one firstly. Dab it in and apply on this side of my face. And I normally never use these kind of things, but because Rihanna wants us to use it, I'm gonna use it. Oh, I do see that it kind of like mattifies the skin. I'm not gonna set this area because I'm gonna be using the highlighter there. So now we've got the matte finish going on. This is amazing for those of you with oily skin, just saying. Now let's try to use the brush instead on this side and see how that works. Oh my god, I love the shape already. It just hugs and tucks and just works so well with the angles and the contours of your face.
Yep, I love
Why does everything work so well? I haven't got anything negative to say. It doesn't look like me. Normally I can always find something that I'm not that happy about, but this time, guys,
I am so freaking impressed.
now the highlight of the video, obviously the Freestyle Killer highlighter. I saw that Rihanna on the launch in New York, she was wearing this one like all over the cheek area and on the eyes as well. It looked stunning on her. I was just like, queen, you're glowing as F. But as I said, it's called... That's how excited I am. Oh, so beautiful. It is so stunning. And I love that it says Fenty Beauty right there. It's kind of like marked into the highlighter. I know it's a very out there highlighter, but I think it's freaking amazing. And I'm gonna be using it as kind of like an all over cheek highlighter, glowy kind of thing. Maybe just do one finger swatch before applying. I think so. I barely touched it. Look at that. So freaking stunning. Picking up a tiny bit with a brush. And I see that normally people, they go like this. Maybe it's gonna be too big, so I'm just gonna be turning it a tiny bit.
Contain yourself, Camilla. It's just makeup.
Just gonna be doing the same kind of thing that Rihanna, she did. Kind of like brushing it upwards as well. When you see it from the front, you don't really see the highlighter, but when you do like this, you get the full on glow. I don't know if you can see, but up here it's really shimmery, but not that pigmented. It looks freaking stunning. And I barely just touch it and then apply. Nothing.
Everything.
Just try to apply some on my cupid's bow. Maybe a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose, just for fun. Looks amazing. I'm gonna be using the highlighter as an eyeshadow as well, and then apply some mascara and some lip thing, and then I'll return to you guys. I'll just fast forward this part.
Holy sh**.
It can easily be used as a beautiful glittery eyeshadow. If we don't agree that this makeup is effing bomb, I don't know what to agree on. I feel so beautiful, so goddess-ish, and just so glowy. And the highlighter just looks even prettier now that I've applied the rest. As I said, I also applied the highlighter as an eyeshadow and it looks amazing. I love how it really just lightens up the eyes. I know that to most people, like in everyday life, this highlighter is gonna be way too out there and way too much, but because I'm a freaking crazy ass person, I would wear this all day, every day, because I love me and my highlight. Foundation wise, I'm still so in love. I think the foundation is the one that impressed me the most. But it can also be because of the amazing primer. The blotting powder was amazing as well. As you can see, I still have got that natural glow in myself, so I haven't used too much. The tools or the applicators, the sponge and the brush, they were amazing. What I loved about the sponge was that it was so squishy and just really lovely, and I love that you can both use it wet and dry. And when talking about the brush, what I love about it was that it had that angle, so it had a really nice shape to the face. And it just made it so much easier to apply powder or highlighter. But right now it is around 4 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna be wearing this till nighttime, and then I'll check in with you guys just to see how the foundation and everything has been wearing. Fingers crossed it's gonna survive the horrible crabby weather in Denmark, but I'm gonna be returning to you guys in some hours to give you my final verdict on the Fenty by Rihanna collection. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it is some hours later. It is around almost 12 o'clock now. I applied it around 3 o'clock this afternoon, so it has been on for a good amount of hours, I would say. So let's have a look, like a close-up. I can see that I've started to smudge a tiny bit with my mascara underneath my eyes. Normally I would be baking underneath my eyes because I always get panda eyes during the day if I don't do that. And as you may be able to tell, I'm a bit more shiny right here. That is just my own oiliness showing through, but out on the cheeks it still looks really, really pretty. You can still see the highlighter, it still looks amazing. The foundation still looks really nice and really beautiful. And I have been eating as well, so do see that it's been fading a tiny bit around my mouth area. But other than that, it's really not bad. And I've also been out in rainy and windy weather, so it has been lasting really, really well. I didn't get to try all of the different products from the Fenty Beauty collection, but those products that I've tried today has been so amazing, and I can definitely recommend them to you guys. They are so worth the money, especially the foundation. I mean, if there was one product that I really want to highlight, the foundation. But thank you so much for watching. If you found this review and first impression interesting and helpful, please give the video a huge thumbs up. That means everything to me. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, I love you all to the moon and back and everywhere else. Mwah. Bye.